Welcome to This Is True Really News. Coming up today, the Ig Nobel Awards. I can't wait.
I love those.
I love
They're
science.
So much better than the Nobels.
Exactly.
I mean, the Nobels are hilarious.
But these
are intentionally hilarious.
And downright stupid.
Welcome to mankind as we know him.
If you like stupid, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News, because you're going to get more than your fair share.
Let's face it, if they don't like stupid, they're already gone.
Yeah, that's probably true. If you need to comment on something, and we'd like you to, please just drop it wherever you catch us. And if you need something longer, if you really need to do some spleen venting and not liver venting, which is a callback to a surgical procedure from some time ago.
About 58 episodes ago.
Yeah, I think it was 58.
Which is a callback even farther.
Send it to TITR@netradio.net.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
Tabby Manis is a Tennessean, and she is going to see her name in this year's edition of the Guinness World Records after 30 years of hard work. Well, actually, maybe it's after 30 years of not doing nothing. She hasn't got a haircut in 34 years.
Oh, my.
United Press International reported last year that Manis's mullet measured at 5 feet, 8 inches long. That earned her the prize in the female competitive mullet category. Does it bother you that there's a competitive mullet? No, man, because we have the little wooden horsey things being a sport. I can't. Yes, sir.
In competitive, is it full contact? Is it?
I don't know.
Distance? Is it for time?
Well, I'm guessing time has a lot to do with it.
Well, yeah.
I should go get a haircut. Oh, wait, there's reruns of Andy Griffith. I'll watch that. Shit, which, by the way, is better. I still like Andy. That's how.
Oh, I get a kick out of him.
It reminds me of what could have. It reminds me of what might have been,
but wasn't even at that time.
Very seldom.
Sort of like the Huxtables.
Although honestly, small southern towns were different.
Yeah, they were. Small towns anywhere were a little different.
So, hey,
what?
I lived in one. We were.
St. Cloud isn't that small.
It was.
Well,
it was barely 20,000 when I was first there, and because I was popular, it's much bigger now.
So was Pig's
Eye,
left, and now look at it.
And who the hell would name a town Pig's Eye? I mean, really?
And people who wanted to change its name to St. Paul later.
Why didn't they just name it St. Paul later?
Takes up too much room, I think. So
I suppose.
Dropped the later.
Tammy had not cut the party in the back section of her hair since February 9th of 1990.
Good Lord.
She said, "This is amazing." Yeah.
I bet she's not a bicycle rider.
I've had. Can you imagine if you wore that in a ponytail? It'd be a Clydesdale. Think of all the things you can't do. Like you can't wash your hair every day because it takes 3 days to dry.
Right?
Her hair is longer than I am tall.
Is it really?
She's 5'8". It was 5 feet 8 inches long.
Son of a gun, I didn't put that together, but you're right.
I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
I hope.
I think.
She said, I've had people recognize me from 20 years ago because I've kept the same hairstyle. Well, there you go.
There you are.
See, at least it doesn't tell me if Tammy's married, but at least if she is, her husband had a much easier go of it than some. Because one of the deadly questions a wife can ask her husband is, so you like my new haircut? And all I keep thinking of is season 8 of The Big Bang Theory when Penny cut her hair.
And, oh, yeah.
Oh, no. All he's going to do is, you cut your hair. Why'd you cut your hair? I'm holding my breath till the hair grows back. I didn't like it either, but okay.
The Ig Nobel Awards via IFL Science.
Hang on.
Who are a pack of weird people,
hang on.
by the way.
Yes,
you getting comfy?
God, love them. All right.
The physics prize went to Jimmy Liao, who compared the swimming capacity of live and dead trout when pulled behind a moving stick. According to Liao, dead trout still perform surprisingly well.
Be nice. The emphysemas kicking in.
Here's his quote. A dead trout flaps its tail to the beat of the current. A dead fish does live fish things, using its body like a sailboat to tack up wind. The water swims the fish. No! The stick swims the fish, you moron.
Son,
If it was a dead fish, it
you're
wouldn't
defeating
move
the
at all.
purpose of the ignoble.
I know, but somebody had to point it out. That fish was not swimming.
You don't think anyone has?
Noticed? Maybe not.
Oh, well,
People are done. Have you looked at the news lately?
what have I always said? We are a
Stupid species. There's unusual symmetry with the chemistry prize, whose Dutch-French winners used chromatography to separate tubifex worms swimming through a maze based on their alcohol intake.
So back to the Big Bang Theory. Is this anything like when they got monkeys addicted to cocaine and cigarettes?
Maybe. Somehow this is supposed to serve as a model for polymer separation, but all it did was prove the drunk worms were left for dead by their sober counterparts. And finally,
Very human of them. What do we do with Bill? He's fine.
the theme of life versus non-life was extended further with the Botany Prize, recognizing the discovery that certain live plants placed next to plastic counterparts mimic the leaf shape of the plastic ones. Recipient Felipe Yamashita acknowledged he has no idea about the mechanism, although it implies these plants can see. And he hopes someone will fund further research. Can't wait for,
Yes, he does.
for plants as trial witnesses, plant guards at banks and other institutions.
So if I take a maple leaf
Yep.
and glue it to a pine tree,
Will it become a pine cone?
I'm wondering.
I'm liking this idea.
Will the pine tree become a maple tree?
Well, what I'm hoping for is if they get plant guards at banks, when there's a robbery, the plant will grow in the shape of the robber. And then, within 2-3 months, we'll know who did it.
2-3 months.
Well,
Proper care.
Yeah.
Care for it at my house, it'd be dead by then. So if you kill the plant that looks like the robber, have you killed the robber?
well, I think the voodoo people need to help out here. Call Haiti.
Frick. I just call New Orleans. Frick and Riverview Parks in Pittsburgh. Frick Park. Why do I know that name, Frick?
Frick.
I mean, other than it sounds like something you say when you're crabby.
Yep.
No, I think obviously he was famous of some sort. Anyway, Frick and Riverview Parks in Pittsburgh have a problem.
Okay, and that is?
Deer population has grown to the point that the animals are dangerous to themselves and humans. Are deers carnivores?
No.
Okay. According to the Fox News report, the city's website reads, with no natural predators, we're seeing an increase in deer. Because deer aren't a bright species either. Hey, look, lights. They're getting bigger, are they? Yeah, look. Sorry, that was a deer conversation on the highway. With no natural predators, we are seeing...
Duck your head, we'll go under them.
That's why they always hit it's always the left or right shoulder that gets it. The left or right front shoulder, always.
Yep.
I had a little Geo back in the day. Oh, don't mock me. I can see you judging out there.
I remember that thing.
And I'm driving on Highway 10, and out of nowhere, a deer shows up. And I'm gonna die in a car accident with a deer.
Yep, that sucks.
And he hits me. I'm trying to keep control of the car because I'm not entirely alone, although it is late at night. And I look back, and there's I would call him a teenage deer.
Okay.
In the middle of the road, sitting and spinning. I didn't know deers had thumbs to do that. Anyway, besides the collisions, they're also causing relentless damage to our ecosystem and unnatural aggression toward pets and people. Pets and animals wouldn't make no sense.
Right.
So what to do?
The
city, in its wisdom, because it's a government entity.
Yes. And them being wise and all.
Is going to randomly pick 30 archers Sterling,
I was going to say that's my first pick.
Mallory, Seamus,
the wee baby Seamus.
and who's the little girl?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Oh,
Aubergine.
Aubergine. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I can only get 4 archers, but okay.
Wow. Look it up.
Wow, don't even waste the time. They're going to pick 30 archers. Oh, I suppose they could get Green Arrow, Hawkeye,
That's true. Robin Hood. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find 14. Oh, they could get Ava Nuri from Princeton. She's like going to Kentucky on an archery scholarship.
They have such a thing?
They do. She's been a world-class
cool
archer
is that?
for years.
Wonderful.
Unfortunately, for her junior year, she hurt her knee.
Okay.
And she's a bigger girl, which I know is hard to understand when you're me, because all the girls I've raised are
bigger. No.
But she played hockey in the winter.
Okay.
With my granddaughters.
Okay.
And it was always like, you know what? She's got all the tools. If she just from here to here could connect all of the dots with the game and understand her size is a big help.
Yep.
And son of a gun, her senior year she did. She was very impressive to watch.
Nice. Good
now she's off to Kentucky to shoot things with arrows.
Nice.
Where was I now? Oh, 30 archers. We're up to 7 here. To participate in a pilot program with archery-controlled hunts.
Maybe we get some Chinese contortionists. They can arch.
Well, sure, we should get some Romans then, too.
Well, who am I to discriminate?
The city is going to randomly pick the 30 for this 23-24 deer archery season, the city announced.
Okay.
I've looked, I haven't found an update. Hopeful hunters will be part of a lottery system. The final participants must have a clean background check and a deer permit.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
All together now. Duh. In addition, the selected archers will be required to attend an accuracy test and will be confined to a specific area of the park to hunt.
Hopefully not all at the same time.
Those crossfire's a bitch. Those who kill more than 2 deer in their area will be given preference for subsequent seasons. According to the city, make sure you have your orange vest handy.
All righty.
Oh,
so they're
Hawkeye's apprentice. So we get, if we take Speedy, who was Hawkeye's or was Green Arrow's apprentice.
Yep.
And he had another one, so we're up to 9. I know Hawkeye had it. There's a girl Hawkeye who took over for him. So we're at 10.
Okay.
A third of the way there.
If we just keep working on it, I'm sure that we can jam something in there.
I just hire Superman to roast him.
There you go. By the way, so just so you know, the word frick has multiple origins, including as a nickname, a surname, and a euphemism.
But I keep remembering Ford Frick or something like that.
The word frick comes from Middle English, the words frick or fricky, which meant brisk, lively, and vigorous. It's used as a nickname in English-speaking communities, particularly in the UK. So now you know.
Oh, I know why I know it.
Why?
I'm embarrassed. Ford Christopher Frick. Ford Frick was a great baseball writer back in the day.
Oh, okay. Did it have an E at the end of the name?
No.
Okay. Because I always want to say that frike.
Yes, you do. Because otherwise it sounds like you're trying to swear coolly. I mean, without swearing.
Yes. So, from Apple News via Patrick Reed, Aram Arunraj, 64, had just finished.
Why do you sound like you're talking like one of the dogs from Wacky Races?
No, it's not. This is a human being's
name.
You're
Scooby-Doo. Say it again, Scoob.
Arunraj.
Oh, come on, Scoobs, you can do this.
She's a lovely. Arunraj. 64.
Maggie?
I'm not going on further than that. Had just finished eating dinner and was washing dishes in her outdoor kitchen when she felt a sudden stab-o pain in her right thigh.
It was one of the archers.
She looked down.
And there was an arrow.
Yes.
And someone dressed as Robin Hood who said, and I quote, oops.
No, she thought it was a monitor lizard that had bitten her, only to see a
That's stupid. They can't even use a bow and arrow.
only to see a 13-foot python snaking up her leg.
Can we use crossbows?
Ooh, that might be fun. Mother of two,
A what now? Back up again.
13-foot python snaking up her leg.
Stinging since that's where it latched on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Mother of two,
Now you have to get two because otherwise it looked like you're like playing in the WNBA.
She panicked
With
and
only
tried
one
to
leg.
yank the python's head away from her.
Don't do that.
However, she fell over, which allowed the 45-pound beast to wrap itself tightly around her torso.
Oh.
The widow said she struggled for more than 2 hours before her screams were finally heard by a neighbor, who then called the police to her home in Samut Prakan, Thailand. By the time the officers arrived just after 10 p.m., the python had been attacking her for about 4 hours.
Well, he's persistent.
Is this some kind of land speed record for this? Rescue volunteers gave the exhausted Arun first aid. Her arms had gone pale and numb after the suffocation attack, and she had wounds on her leg from where the python had sunk in its fangs. Took more than 30 minutes to remove the snake.
They're stubborn.
Which was then released back into the forest.
One wonders.
The reticulated python is found throughout Thailand, but it's rare for them to attack humans. The species is smaller than in neighboring countries such as Indonesia and Malaysia. I don't care that it's smaller. Kill that darn thing.
It's a snake.
It's
They'll make
tasted
more.
And they make tons of them. Holy Pete.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.